Welcome back to the Hot Takes of Wrestling podcast with Harley and Logan. I'm Harley. This is Logan. I hope everyone had an awesome 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen, because we got some interesting stuff that happened this week, which also I want to bring up. SmackDown was pre-recorded because of 4th of July, so honestly, I avoided spoilers. I don't know if Logan did. I tried to avoid spoilers.
I think I did. I don't think I saw a lot of posts about SmackDown, so I'm pretty sure I did.
But a lot of stuff got announced for Evolution, and we got, I believe, one match or two matches announced one for Saturday night's main event, and we have one official match for SummerSlam, which is kind of obvious.
Yeah.
But Logan, how are you? Get us started. How are we? How do you feel after this week?
Boy, look, it's the road to SummerSlam, so we got a while for it to pick up, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We got Evolution first, so I think they're gonna pick up on Evolution here in a minute. I can't lie, I think I'm actually kind of interested in Evolution now, so I might watch it.
Yeah.
We've got two matches. We've got Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the women's champ. I can't remember what it's called.
Women's World Championship. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And we've got Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus for her championship.
Actually, we got quite a few matches for Evolution because they're doing the Battle Royal, and the winner of the Battle Royal will go to Clash in Paris for a championship opportunity. And then we are getting a Fatal 4-Way tag team. And, you know what's crazy? Either me or you are right about Roxanne Perez taking Liv Morgan's spot as the tag team champion.
We saw that coming. I think a lot of people saw that coming, and Raquel is not happy about it, but
yeah,
someone needs to be the champion, so
but we already have one team for the SmackDown brand that's going to be supporting SmackDown in the Fatal 4-Way, which honestly, the tag team looks quite interesting. I'm very excited for it. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss will be teaming up.
Are part of it. That shocked me. I didn't expect that, but
yeah. So, very excited. I'm very excited for this weekend for Saturday night's main event and Evolution. Even though they're doing NXT's Great American Bash, I don't really care. So, honestly, we're just gonna avoid predictions at this point because I know some changes are gonna happen. Maybe we'll make a separate video on them.
And when does that happen again? Is it this Saturday?
So Saturday is Saturday night's main event, and Sunday is Evolution.
Oh, so it's Sunday. Okay. So whatever happens this week, we'll probably just do a whole video of predictions because we only got two matches and we got a full pay-per-view to do. Mm-hmm. So, and probably Saturday night's main event too. So
yeah, but as of right now, they only announced there's only three matches. 3 matches on the card.
For Saturday night?
Yeah, so we're getting Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre, which Drew McIntyre returned out of fucking nowhere.
He's back.
Which I thought he was out for months. But
yeah, I thought he was going to be out a lot longer than he was.
Yeah, so that was a surprise. So we're getting Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. We're getting Seth frickin' Rollins versus L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the main event.
Gunther versus
Goldberg. Which they'll probably announce more matches on Monday and maybe Friday. So, but they also got to fill in the 2 spots for the Fatal 4-Way tag team, which is going to be interesting. Which I don't really know who could fill in those two spots. NXT I could see, but Raw I don't see who's going to represent Raw.
Yeah. I guess we'll move on. But so we got AJ Styles and a Dominic Mysterio kind of feud right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a SummerSlam match or is that a Saturday Night event?
I think
match?
Because as of right now, Dominic is injured, so whenever he gets cleared, I'm gonna guess SummerSlam. We're gonna get Dom versus AJ Styles, but I honestly don't know because depending on the injury I don't know when he's gonna be cleared or injury. I don't even know if he's actually injured or not.
Yeah.
But let's see. I'm trying to think what else exciting.
Judgment Day are now the tag team titles.
Yes, that is true.
Tag team champions.
The Judgment Day is now the tag team champions, which honestly, fantastic match. I thought that was a great match.
Yeah.
And honestly, I have a hot take. New Day's heel turn was a big. It was a big flop.
Oh, they're not heel anymore?
No, I just think they're still heel. I just think their heel turn was a big flop.
Yeah.
And it's because they built it up behind Big E, but there has been no word of Big E returning from his very gruesome neck injury.
I didn't think he ever was returning. But
yeah, I thought at this point I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, "Nah, I'm done," which is kind of sad to see. But but the Judgment Day is the World Tag Team Champions, and which honestly, kudos to them. But apparently, but we're gonna move on. Apparently, CM Punk is not done with Seth Rollins.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, the fact he came out with Night of Champions just tells you that, they've got more of a feud coming.
Yeah. And so it's going to be, I think.
And this is what's going to happen. Like I can assume this is what they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to cost Seth Rollins cash in and make it failed.
Yeah.
Is my theory at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So.
But we did also see something with CM Punk and Gunther because, to be honest, because Gunther came out, cut a promo, and then Seth Rollins came out. My immediate reaction was like, "Oh my God, make up your fucking mind which title you want to go for."
Yeah.
And but then CM Punk comes out, tries attacking him, and then Gunther gets in the way, and then CM Punk shoves him.
So future
Maybe CM Punk might get his world championship opportunity, but for the world heavyweight, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't know.
The question is who's going to take it off Gunther? Because I don't think it's going to be Goldberg.
No,
I hate to say it, but I don't think it's going to be Goldberg.
And it has been made that Saturday night's main event will be his final match.
Yeah, and that makes sense. So it's not going to be Goldberg.
No, I don't think so. Oh wait, I think I just saw something that Adam Pearce posted today that they also added another match on Evolution, and I just remembered this. Becky Lynch will be defending her IC title against Bayley
and
Lyra Valkyria.
Because Bayley and Lyra are not on good terms right now.
No, they never determined who's going to be number one contender because apparently both their shoulders were down. But honestly, it's going to be interesting. Evolution, even though I saw a bunch of videos of both Evolution and Saturday Night's Main Event, their ticket sales are not great. They are not doing good. Mainly because, in my opinion, they didn't have enough time to build up both these events because, well, what did we have? What was the last PLE that we had?
Oh, we talk about TKO being desperate. This is why.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank was 2 weeks ago, and now Now we're here in Saturday night's main event. And then beginning of August, we're getting SummerSlam. So hopefully they build up some cool matches because they got 2 nights to fill in.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. But the first official SummerSlam match will probably be main event of night 2. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes 2 for the undisputed title.
And we all know who's taking it.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us with something because usually SummerSlam always comes with some surprises.
True. That's true. So, I mean, anything can happen, but if nothing happens, Rhodes is going to take it back.
Yeah. But
I do think someone's going to turn heel SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Someone.
And I've been seeing
John Cena may turn face. One of the two.
I have been seeing that a potential Cody Rhodes heel turn is building.
Yeah,
because
I've heard that before.
Because Cody Rhodes has actually said in a recent interview, being like his face turn is coming to an end, and honestly, I wouldn't be mad by it, but I don't mind Cody Rhodes as a babyface.
Well, I also kind of hate how he just spoiled it because now we're expecting it to happen. It's like John Cena. We did not expect that to happen at all, and that was great.
Yeah.
But now that Cody Rhodes has kind of hinted, it's like, oh, we can expect it, so it's not going to be.
But honestly, we don't know. If it happens in SummerSlam, then that was very predictable. But if it happens like a year from now, maybe. But honestly, I really don't know. All I know, it is eventually coming, and I have a feeling that we're gonna see like a Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton feud at some point, because I don't know if you saw at Night of Champions, Cody kind of cheated a little bit.
Kind of, yeah.
And so
Randy Orton also tried to cheat, so
that is also true. So honestly, we don't know who the bad guy is here on this one, but all we know is Randy Orton still has his eyes set on being world champion at some point.
Yeah.
We don't know when. Hopefully it's somewhat soon.
I also heard that John Cena is not making an appearance for like a couple of weeks, so basically just Cody just building it up. I think I saw it was like 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Like he won't be. He doesn't have any appearances.
I saw that he might be appearing on a SmackDown, but I'm not sure. Here, let's see. Can we look at John Cena's tour dates? Here, I'm gonna look this up. But okay, tour dates. There we go.
Now, my question. Kind of going back to a different topic that we kind of saw on Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Chad Gable or was that someone else?
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
Was that Chad Gable or was that you said Ludwig Kaiser? You might be right.
Yes. So if you guys don't know, Chad Gable is undergoing some major shoulder surgery, and everybody was wondering, well, everybody was like telling Chad Gable, being like, well, I guess El Grande Americano is going to take some time off as well. Next you know, Ivy Nile and American Made do an interview, and next you know, there's a suspiciously 6'1" El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
And right when I saw it, I immediately be like, that's fucking Ludwig Kaiser. That is so fucking obvious.
I wonder if they're making it seem like someone else needs to take his place.
No, you know what's funny?
Why he's gone?
You know what they should do? Every week it should be a different wrestler. Just to throw everyone off. I think that would be funny as all hell.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
So,
well, what if I feel like they're gonna do a thing where Chad Gable is there and El Grande comes in, we're like, oh, so it's not Chad Gable. They might do that.
I don't know. No, you know what they should have done for the King of the Ring bracket? They should have put Chad Gable and El Grande Americano in separate brackets and see what happens if they were in the semifinals.
Finals. Yeah.
Like how would that work?
Yeah.
I feel
That would
like
have been pretty cool.
that would have been funny. But yeah, I honestly I still think it's Omos. I think it's Omos that's on El Grande.
Why almost?
Why Omos? Oh man, that was funny. That was some funny shit. I love that.
I think that's all for Raw, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Lyra and Bailey had a match and they weren't too happy.
Yeah, but whew, let's see.
We went on to SmackDown, I guess. Unless there's anything else for Raw.
I mean, Solo's new, I guess, bloodline is going kind of crazy.
Taking over.
Yeah. So the new guy is actually named Tala Tonga, the tall dude.
I saw that.
And so, honestly, I don't think Jacob Fatu is done with Solo because I feel like he's gonna try to get his U.S. title back at some point. I just
probably a SummerSlam match.
Yeah, hopefully, but it's gonna be interesting because, in my opinion, I feel like they just took it off Jacob way too soon.
No, I was so surprised that they did that. I was like,
yeah, I was.
Wow.
I was.
Like, I hope you guys know what you're doing.
But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see in the coming weeks. Honestly, not a lot of things happened on SmackDown, mainly because it was pre-recorded because they took 4th of July off. So
yeah, I mean, we had a segment with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton.
Yeah,
this is when Drew McIntyre returned.
Yeah,
Randy Orton was basically like, he's like, I was gonna punt kick you, but I hesitated, and that was my mistake.
But then
I think he said,
but then he also said, you didn't hesitate, and you did throw me into the exposed turnbuckle and all that.
Yeah.
But he's
like, what I want you to do is kick John Cena's ass.
Yeah, and then he said that he respected him for it, for doing everything in his power to win King of the Ring and to face John Cena at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know. I hope they build it up good because they got 4 weeks until SummerSlam. Hopefully it's good, I hope. Let's see here.
I'm curious to know if we're gonna do more with R-Truth right now. We haven't seen him. We didn't see him all this week.
So so there is a match set up because R-Truth is in the middle of Aleister Black and Damian Priest right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So next Friday, will be Aleister Black versus R-Truth. But I don't know what's gonna happen.
I guess we shouldn't call him R-Truth because he's technically Ron Killings now.
That is also true. But honestly, I think that's pretty much it for what's happened on Raw and SmackDown. So
yeah, like seeing the highlights this week. I'm like, it's stuff, but really nothing huge is happening. Like I was like, man, week was kind of, I wouldn't say a bust, but not as exciting as previous weeks.
Yeah, I agree. So in that case, let's look at good old Reddit.
Yeah, because we can fill in time.
Yeah. So this is something kind of crazy that I just saw. Do you know that Netflix announced that they're doing a series called WWE Unreal, where they're opening up the curtain on the behind the scenes and the writing of all that stuff, right?
Did not.
Oh no. So Netflix is doing a behind the scenes on this, and Jake the Snake Roberts has commented on this, and this is what he said. WWE Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts has in a ballot or whatever the fuck the upcoming WWE Unreal Netflix series as foolish, saying that no amount of money made from the show will warrant the damage it will do. That is what he said, thinking that it is a big money grab for WWE to do this. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Which I see it, but I don't really know. Another thing, Karrion Kross and Scarlett might not renew their contract. I don't know.
So they could be leaving soon. I mean, you're not doing much with Karrion Kross anyways.
Yeah.
So,
here's the thing. Karrion Kross is so over with the fans right now that I just don't understand why WWE is not listening to try to push him into at least a mid-card or maybe main event status. Yeah. I really don't know. So
that could be why. That could be why they're not renewing it, maybe.
Yeah, so there has been reports that both Karrion Kross and his wife Scarlett are possibly not going to re-sign with WWE, which honestly a couple of people have re-signed. I know AJ Styles signed a 1 year or had a re-signed for 1 more year, because there might be a possibility that AJ Styles might retire within a year, because AJ Styles has confirmed that he does not want to wrestle past 50, and right now he is 49 years old.
Oof. Yeah, it's kind of sad to hear. It's very sad to hear, because I like AJ Styles a lot.
So do
actually.
I love AJ Styles. It's always been, ever since he debuted in WWE, I was like, he was like, oh, he's gonna be champion like instantly, and so it's just crazy. But you know what's crazy? I feel like, because you probably don't know this, but WWE Evolution is on the same day as AEW's All In.
You're thinking All In's going to be better than, or is it going to be more sold out than Evolution?
Well, no, I'm not saying like sold out. I feel like more people are going to tune into All In than Evolution, because I've been dabbling in a little bit of AEW here and there just to see what's happening, and and I've seen some of the lineup of All In, and some of the matches look really intense. Like Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, he is the current AEW World Champion. I believe he's facing Hangman Adam Page in a Texas death match.
Oh.
Yeah, because they're holding it in Texas. So I feel like the move by WWE to do something on this weekend, I mean, for wrestling fans, that's awesome. There's like a bunch of wrestling that we can watch this weekend, but I feel like All In is going to, because as right now, All In has been, or AEW has been slowly getting back up how it used to be, but I don't know if I would still tune in every week, but
yeah. So I'm following your Reddit idea, and I'm like scrolling as you're talking, and a question came up, and I think this is a pretty good discussion that we could have because there's so many questions, like so many answers. He said, realistically speaking, who really should dethrone John Cena? Who should take the title away from him?
That.
Now, realistically speaking, no, I don't think it should be Cody Rhodes. You know that they're going that direction.
Mm-hmm.
But does it really have to be Cody Rhodes? Does it have to be him?
I feel like as like a corporate thing, yes, but I'm gonna throw in a hot answer on this one. I know this is a long shot, but bear with me. I'm gonna say LA Knight because I think that
would be cool.
I think LA Knight needs a major push because it's oh my god, 3 Money in the Banks, he was over and he's lost all 3 Money in the Banks. He's had 2 world title opportunities and he's won the US title. It's time for LA Knight to get a big push. In my opinion, I feel like LA Knight would be the good passing of the torch.
Yeah, I do too. At least for one of the titles. I don't know which one, but
for one of the titles. I don't care if it's for the Undisputed or the World Heavyweight. I do not care. LA Knight deserves to be world champion at some point.
Oh yeah, agree.
And
I think his time's coming.
And I would say for next year's Royal Rumble, I would say he could be one of my top picks to win the Royal Rumble. If not,
for next year.
If not, maybe Elimination Chamber. And that's like 6 months away.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I have a couple in mind, but I'm trying to think of like. Well, Randy Orton's one of them. I'm sure a lot of people think Randy Orton. I think CM Punk should be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say R-Truth? Ron Killings.
Ron Killings.
But I don't know if they're gonna go that far.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns is not on my list.
No.
He doesn't need it this early. He's still on that. I feel like he's still on that path where it's like he's had it. He had it for 4 years.
Yeah, he had it for 4 years.
Really, I think he can be fine without it for a while.
I would say this. How about this? I would be okay for Roman Reigns to have the title back, but have it for like a month or 2.
Yeah.
But because I agree with you, Roman Reigns, he's held that title for, I don't know, it was like 1,130 something days.
Something, yeah.
4 years. And I don't think he needs he's already got Hall of Fame status.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs any more.
He could announce that he's retiring next year, and people will be like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, I think,
yeah,
you've had a pretty good run, so I think you're good." Like, it'll be sad, but if he retired, I'd be like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah."
To be honest, I would be sad. I would be sad if.
Oh yeah, I would. It would be sad because I do like Roman Reigns.
Because in my opinion, turning Roman Reigns heel was probably the best thing that's ever happened to Roman Reigns. Because I remember when Roman Reigns tried to be the next John Cena, and it did not work.
A lot of people did not like that.
It did not work. So, it was... man, it's just...
I don't know. I don't really... Oh, go ahead. I was just saying, I don't know who else would I don't know who else would dethrone him. That's the only people I can think of right now. But
all right.
Again,
so this is just a random question that I found on Reddit. What do you think is the WrestleMania 50? So we're thinking 8 years from
10
now.
years.
10 years. 10 years. WrestleMania 50 main event will be. Now, you got to really think hard on this. And the person on the post put Trick Williams.
From main event WrestleMania?
For WrestleMania 8 years from now. So if I really think about it, who could possibly main event WrestleMania 8 years from now?
It's probably going to be an NXT superstar, what you're saying.
Yeah.
So,
because I do agree with the person. I feel like Trick Williams could be a good choice if they book him right. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Hendry does.
Is he ever going to actually become a WWE?
Oh, 100%. Once, because I've heard, and I might be wrong, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, that Joe Hendry's TNA contract is up soon. And I would not be surprised if WWE snatches Joe Hendry. But because Joe Hendry is getting his rematch for the TNA World title at Slammiversary, their TNA's big event. And I know this is the sidebar. I am still shocked that a WWE wrestler is currently the TNA World Champion. I am shocked.
And hold on. Slammiversary, that's the name?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry that sounds so stupid, in my opinion. In my opinion, that just sounds kind of silly, but I don't know.
Hey, he said it, not me, so you guys can hate on him on the comments.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it just sounds funny, but
yeah,
in my opinion.
But if you really think about it, if you really think hard, who could, or you can think of like a current like young wrestler now that could possibly main event WrestleMania. That's on the main roster if you really think about it.
Penta?
Really?
He could.
You think Penta would?
He could. Penta or Ray Phoenix, one of the two.
Yeah.
Maybe Chad Gable / El Grande. But they're not going to have El Grande that long, so I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to have that story for 10 years, but you never know.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I could see it. Let's see.
I think I might be on the wrong page, but I'm just scrolling down WWE like a page, but I don't know.
Yeah. Here, let's see. WWE. Here, I'm just gonna search up some stuff.
Here's a question that just came up. Who do you see in WWE's current young talent roster in 20 years being remembered and considered future Hall of Famers?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot I can list.
I got a few. I'm going to say the Usos. Both the Usos. Sure. I'm also going to say New Day.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm also going to say Drew McIntyre.
I'm going to say Dominic.
Yeah. I would say, Dominic Mysterio, even though...
Because I feel like Dominic Mysterio is starting to get a little bit of a rise from the fans.
Mm-hmm.
With his heel, so.
Yeah. And obviously Rhea Ripley. Easy.
Mm-hmm. Io
Sky, Liv Morgan. That's an easy question.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Let's see. Damn.
WWE is doing with Jacob the same thing they did with Jay. Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah, that is true. I agree. It sucks.
Yeah. Oh.
There's quite a few memes on here. That's pretty funny. Like there's this meme.
There's a picture I just saw of it says future storyline, like 2 question marks, and it has both El Grande Americanos versus Penta and Ray.
Well, yeah.
Like
that would be great.
Yeah, Chad Gables and I just forgot his name.
Here's a All right. Here's a question. Thoughts. Cody is one of the biggest names in the company. Just became King of the Ring. He's not even getting a match. Okay. So this is pretty much someone saying that. So Cody is the biggest name in the company. Just became King of the Ring. He's not even getting a match. And this person says, "Do better, Cody Rhodes." Or do better, Triple H. Because everybody thinks. I do think at this point Cody Rhodes is getting a little too overpushed. A little bit.
Yeah.
I would say it, and I know I've mentioned this a couple times. I still think Seth Rollins is getting way overpushed.
Oh yeah, way more than Cody Rhodes.
Yes. And so, because Seth doesn't need the Money in the Bank, even though what they're doing with him is quite entertaining, he does not need it for, like to answer your last question, I can see Seth Rollins be a future Hall of Famer as well.
Yeah.
Easy. With all the stuff that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that man, I don't know if you remember the low period of WWE around like the 2017 to the beginning of 2020 era.
I've heard that was like the biggest downfall they've had.
Yeah. He was the one that tried so hard to keep WWE afloat, which honestly I respect him for it, which honestly gives me Hall of Fame which I give him Hall of Fame status for that. But honestly, right now, with so much good talent that's in the current roster right now, I feel like they should mainly focus on the upcoming talent than the current talent. Because I can think of multiple names. Like, I know Sami Zayn has been in the company for a couple of years, but when was the last time he had like a big major push for the world title?
I don't even know.
Exactly.
Has he even won a world title?
No, he has not.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's won the U.S., the Intercontinental, and the Tag Team, and the NXT title, but he's never gone for a World Championship title. I mean, he's had World Championship matches, but he's never won a World Championship. So I think, in my opinion, Sami Zayn deserves a good. We're gonna do a little bit of fantasy booking here. Who do you think in 2026 is going to get the biggest push, and that will be WWE champion at WrestleMania 42, or both WWE champion and World Heavyweight champion?
We're talking men's, right?
Yeah. I mean, we could do women's too. We can do women's.
Yeah, we could. I mean, this is a hard one for me because I feel like there's so many people that could win next year.
Mm-hmm.
Both world and undisputed. We were talking LA Knight. I think LA Knight is one of them.
Yes.
I think Sami Zayn is one of them.
Yep.
AJ Styles are potentially one of them.
Yeah, AJ Styles. I can see AJ because it's been a long time since AJ Styles has won a world title.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see.
Sadly, there's like the only three I can think of right now.
I got.
Oh, CM Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk.
Oh.
Let's see.
There's another question about who should John Cena's final opponent be.
No, I'm not even gonna answer that question because every single answer that I've said, it's already happened.
Yeah, it's already happened.
And it's really, I really don't know who could be John Cena's final opponent. All right, here's a good question. I feel like, I don't know if you saw this on Raw. Right before Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker had their match, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman said something, executing Plan B.
Like when the Shield broke up?
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. So I'm thinking there's going to be a fourth member coming to play into this Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins faction. Now, I want to know, who do you think could possibly be the fourth member?
You know, no joke. I'm glad you asked that because I literally saw a post like a couple of them ago. It said Trick Williams would be one of them.
I could see it.
But I don't know why he would be a part of that.
I could see it. There's been people said that his wife, Becky Lynch, could be a part of it. But honestly,
It doesn't have to be all man.
Yeah.
Man, it can be too.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. Man, I really don't know. Which I feel like here. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say for SummerSlam. John Cena and Cody Rhodes has their match. It's still the middle of the match, and we don't have a winner yet. Seth Rollins' music comes out, and they do some shenanigans. Then, right when Cody Rhodes defeats all of them, a fourth one comes, all covered up, and then they reveal so and so. Because honestly, I don't know. And then attacks him. Seth Rollins cashes in. He is now WWE champion.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Because SummerSlam, anything could fucking happen. Because I honestly, it makes me so stoked, but it makes me worried of if they book this right, that it will be a good 2-night show.
Oh, my question is anyone can answer this. You already know my answer, because I've been explaining it too many times. Would you be better if Seth Rollins won or if Cody Rhodes won the championship? You already know my answer.
You would be okay if Seth Rollins wins.
Yes, because Cody Rhodes just got it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I would be okay if Seth Rollins wins the title. Now,
yeah, I would too.
Here's what's going to happen. Cody or John Cena is going to drop it to Cody. Seth Rollins is going to cash in, and I feel like he will succeed. Because with this faction, I would be shocked if he fails it.
Yeah.
But honestly, here's a random question that I see. Do you think Roman versus Rock will ever happen?
Probably not. I think if it was supposed to happen at 40, I don't think it's going to happen.
It was supposed to happen at 39. They were supposed to do it in 40. Honestly, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen anytime soon. But honestly, you never know. But I don't see it.
I don't either.
Do not see it. Let's see. Who will book? Oh, wait, that's his final opponent.
Last opponent I don't think we've ever thought about for John Cena.
Yeah.
The Rock.
No.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe. I don't know.
Okay, if they do his face turn, they should have The Rock return.
Yes, and thank you, because I was just about to say that.
And have John Cena turn on The Rock, so he's now face, but I don't know if that could be his final opponent. But, man, I really don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that is a good assumption.
Yes.
To put that is a good assumption.
Yeah, I agree.
But the question remains: is it going to be someone he's faced before? Be someone completely he's never faced before?
Yeah.
Like in a match. So I mean, we gotta think about that, because we could totally.
Yeah. Here's something to think about. Out of everyone that he has competed in this retirement tour, I think only 2 people come in mind that he's never faced, and that would be Logan Paul and Jey Uso in that. Or no, he teamed up with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But he's never faced Jey Uso. Not that I know of.
Not a singles match. Well, I don't know. Probably when they first debuted, but I don't know.
So all of his matches have been people that he's faced. Like,
yeah.
I mean, if you want to count the Elimination Chamber, because he never faced Damian Priest. Who was it? Okay, who was in the Elimination Chamber? It was CM Punk, Seth Rollins, John Cena, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
And oh, I got a good one. What about Braun Breaker?
Being his last opponent?
Maybe, because they've interacted before, but not in like a match. Because this person said this should be John Cena's last match, and it is Braun Breaker and John Cena when Braun Breaker was still in NXT.
Yeah, I mean, it could be Seth Rollins for all we know.
Yeah, it could be. We really don't know.
I guess we'll just have to see.
Guess we will
have to see. We got 5 months left. Sad.
Let's see one more that we can.
I can't believe we're already halfway through this year. This year has gone by so fast. It's not even. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday we were watching Elimination Chamber, and the heel turn shocked us, and that was in March. Don't forget that, guys. That was in March.
Yeah, that was back in March, and it's so crazy that it's just man. Ever since we first started this, I never thought that this year would be. I mean, there's some ups and downs, but I would say there's been more ups than downs.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I've got one more Reddit thing that I wanted to share, and then I don't. This is the question. This is women's, so we're talking women's. Is this going to be the golden age of women's wrestling? Here's what they're saying. I was just browsing through Google, and I was kind of blown away at how many women are under 30 years old. How many? Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Lyra, Roxanne. I don't know who Blake Monroe is. Jordan Grace. And then you have Liv Morgan, Julia, Stephanie Vicaire, Jake Carter are all under 33. You know, Alexa Bliss. So they're talking about age here because they're so young.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of really talented women.
Yeah.
So Is this the golden age of women's wrestling?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
I 100% agree. Women's wrestling right now is, no pun intended, the hottest thing right now.
Just as good or even better than men sometimes.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, they're like, the women's roster right now is so fucking stacked, and I couldn't imagine, like, both Raw, SmackDown, also NXT, all of the women's.
Yeah.
Right now, women's wrestling is so popular right now, and this is just us two dudes talking about it. If me and Logan like think, wow, the women's match was way better than the men's, then there's like
we're not crazy.
We're not crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, again, I'm surprised it took almost 6 years to do Evolution 2.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I don't like how they're trying to build up Evolution, but I feel like it's going to be a solid PLE.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be a good, like I said, I'm actually interested to watch it, so I probably will be watching it. So.
Yeah, at some point we will, I think because Evolution is on Sunday, so do you think we should do the podcast later, right after Evolution, next Sunday?
Yeah, we probably could. We could both review Saturday Night and Evolution.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the game plan. If worse comes to worse, we'll just upload the video on Monday.
Yeah, done it before.
So, but honestly, I think that's it. That's it.
I don't really got anything else to talk about. But those are all really good questions and conversations that I think we have.
Yeah, we love.
That we can talk about.
I love finding questions and then trying to fantasy book. It's always good. But with that being said, that will conclude the Hot Takes of Wrestling podcast with Harley and Logan. I hope you guys enjoyed, and sorry but not sorry for for posting shorts every single day this entire week, which I believe we still got 2 more that's coming out, and then maybe more out of this one.
Hey, they can't get rid of us.
You can't get fucking rid of us. So with that being said, I'm Harley.
I'm Logan.
And this has been the Hot Takes of Wrestling podcast. We'll see you guys next week for Evolution and Saturday night's main event.
We'll see you guys.